What is up, beautiful people? Let's be real for a second. You could have a list of 10,000 agents, but if you're not actually talking to them, then you're not building a business. You're building a fancy spreadsheet. This is step 2 of my Skorch Method series on how to build my personal real estate wholesaling business from scratch. And today, I'm gonna show you how to turn that contact list that you've been making from step 1 into actual conversations with real agents using 2 simple but powerful methods: cold calling and texting. We're not going to go over just what to say. I'm going to break down why this script works so you can use it with confidence and actually get responses. So let's start with cold calling. Cold calling. It isn't sexy, but it works. You can go basic and just dial with your phone, track who you've talked to, who's interested, who's not, or if you want to save hours, use a power dialer like Wavv dialer. It lets you call up to 15 agents at a time and automatically tracks calls, notes, and follow-ups. If you want a discounted subscription of Wavv, there's a referral link in the description below. Now, let's walk through the exact script I use with agents and, more importantly, why it's written that way. Number 1, the introduction. Hey, this is Jonah. I'm a real estate investor in Northern California. You're a real estate agent out here, right? Here's what this line does. First, I'm introducing myself right away, so they're not confused or defensive. Then I'm confirming they're an agent. This makes it sound casual, not salesy. I'm also localizing the conversation in Northern California so it doesn't feel like a spammy nationwide robocall. The goal here is simple. Get them to say yes to something easy. That first yes lowers their guard and builds momentum. Number 2, the tool in the tool belt line. Awesome, so here's the deal. I'm building long-term relationships with solid agents who actually want to close more deals. I do buy and holds, fix and flips, wholesales, all of it. But what I specialize in is solving sellers' problems. I'm talking tax liens, no equity, squatters, messed up title situations. I want to be the tool in your tool belt that you use to help those sellers and help you get your commission. Do you have anything like that on your plate right now? Here's what's happening. I'm framing the call as a relationship, not a quick sale. That makes it feel collaborative. I name different investment strategies. This builds credibility. I'm not some newbie. I list specific pain points like tax liens, no equity, or squatters, because that jogs their memory. They might be thinking, actually, yeah, I do have a seller like that. And then I drop a friendly metaphor. The tool in the tool belt line is there so they know I'm here to help, not to compete. I finish with a direct ask. Do you have anything like that on your plate right now? That question is critical. It opens the door to get them to start thinking about what they have. Do not skip it. Then, if they say yes, qualify the lead. If they do have a deal, great, awesome. You're not selling now, you're gathering intel. Ask these questions. What's the address? You need that to comp it, obviously. Got any pictures? When was the last remodels? Shows you're serious and helps evaluate the condition. Why are they selling? Motivation is key. You need to know if there's a problem. Divorce, debt, downsizing? You need to know if you're the best solution to their problem. How soon are they trying to close? Are they urgent or relaxed? This gives you leverage. What price are they hoping for? Ballpark numbers helps you evaluate early if we can make a deal happen. Is it vacant or occupied? Big difference in how you handle logistics. Is it listed on or off market? Off market is obviously better, but you can still make on markets work. Are you the listing agent? You need to know who controls the deal. Then wrap it up with, awesome. Let me underwrite this, see if it works for me, and I'll get back to you today or tomorrow. It sounds professional. You're not begging, you're evaluating. It also buys you time to run comps and think through your strategy. The goal here is super simple. Collect the right info to see if the real opportunity is there without overwhelming them. If they end up saying, no, I don't know of anything right now, that's totally fine. Say this. no worries at all. I'm saving your number right now. I'll text you my business card so you've got my info. Ideally, you then text them your business card. You should have it on your phone. That way, next time you run into a tricky seller, you'll know exactly who to call. You always say this because you're still positioning yourself as a resource, not a time waster. You're giving them a no pressure way to keep you in their phone. And you're setting up future deals even if it's a no today. Now I'm gonna show you guys some real cold call examples that I've done and my team has done in real life. What's up guys? On this one, you're gonna see me and how I do intro calls. So what I do is I go to calendars, appointments, and then I just go through all the intro calls I have just one by one. So it's like 12:40. So I called Kia twice, I'm deleting it. So yeah, this is just how I do it. I go to calendars and appointments. It's set up in my appointments. I go to whatever my calendar is, confirmed, and start date ascending from today. You just go all the way down until you finish all the ones you have set up for you today. So this one, oh, they had like a gap for me. So I'm supposed to call her in like 15 minutes. So I don't know why they made these gaps for me, but I will come back in a little bit. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, we go down here. No answer to intro call. It sends out a text immediately, or it should, and then it puts it in another campaign, intro call. And it would say no answer to intro call. It'll get there, it just needs to update. We go on, boom, 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 and on to the next.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Rhonda, it's Jonah.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Dude, amazing. So yeah, so I am a real estate investor. I work all over San Francisco, all over Sacramento. You're a realtor in one of those areas, no?
Yes.
Awesome, cool. So yeah, so I do everything. I do buy and holds, fix and flips, wholesaling. I've done an Airbnb before. But what I do better than anybody else is I solve sellers' problems. That's like what I focus on. That's what I'm really, really good at. So if you ever come across one where it's about to be foreclosed on, has squatters, probate, divorce, maybe it just needs an insane amount of work, whatever it might be, my goal is to be the tool in your tool belt that you use to solve that problem and get you your commission. And yeah, and I was just curious if you knew of anything like that right now.
So I don't have anything right now. I know that there is an agent in my office that often, sells probate that, we all hear about, but he's the listing for it. And he does through the county, so we have to follow all of the typical protocol. Are you looking for something, say probate that doesn't go through that kind of a rigmarole, that you would be one of the people bidding?
Yeah, so probate, probably not the regular rigmarole. Sorry, that's a hard word to say. Yeah, I mean, like with a probate scenario, it's just like if there are probate problems. I've dealt with a lot of probate problems before.
Got it.
If it's just a regular probate where it's going to be put in, going to have like a court confirmation, yada yada, that's not necessarily the right one for me. It's more like if there's like a problem of some sort, or it needs an insane amount of work, if that makes sense.
Got it.
But right now, I'll send you my full name, my email, my website, save my phone number so we can keep connecting. And yeah, no, Rhonda, I'm insanely excited to do a deal with you.
That'd be wonderful. So when you do it on the purchase and then sale?
If it's a fix and flip, right? Like I said, I kind of do a lot of different things. If it's a fix and flip, yes, but not every time it's a fix and flip.
Correct. Understood. Okay. All right.
Cool.
Definitely have some info and see what comes up.
Thank you, Rhonda. Talk to you soon.
Have a great day.
Bye. I'm going to make sure this is being recorded and you can hear everything too. All right, this is part 2 without the echo. Sorry about that, guys. The rest of this will have no echo. It shouldn't have any echo.
Hello, this is
Hey, Doug, this is Jonah. I'm the real estate investor who was supposed to call you right about now. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. So I work all over this greater Sacramento region, the greater SF Bay Area region. You're a realtor in one of those, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm out of Antioch, which is kind of halfway between San Francisco and Sacramento.
Oh, I love Antioch. Great area. I do everything. I do buy and holds, fix and flips, wholesaling. I've done an Airbnb before. But what I do better than anybody else is solving sellers' problems. That's like what I focus on. That's like what inspires me and what my team loves doing. So if you ever come across one where it's about to be foreclosed on, or it's probate, maybe it needs a ton of work, divorce situation, whatever it might be, my goal is to be the tool in your tool belt that you use to solve that problem and get you your commission. And
Okay.
and yeah, and I was curious if you knew of anything like that right now.
Yeah, I don't have anything right now. The inventory, as you know, is sparse to say the least. But
Yeah.
you know, it's going to pick up. I mean, you know, it's with the interest rates and winter, you know, and everything. I mean, it slows down over the holidays anyway. So, and then the industry just made it worse. But you know, that's all going to rebound. It's all cyclical. That's what it does.
I gotcha. Okay, no worries then. Then I'm gonna send you my full name, my email, my website, save my phone number. I have yours saved. And Doug, I'm insanely excited to get a deal with you. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. I like it.
Awesome, cool. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks, Jonah. Bye.
That's how you're quick, easy, get them excited, get in and out if they don't have any deals, and you just keep chugging right along. You know what I'm saying? You just put them into the pipeline. That's how you do it. And then we just keep hitting it. Oh, I forgot about the chess. I'm gonna lose this, probably. I don't know, let's see. I just talked to somebody named Rhonda. Is this the same person?
Hello.
Hey, this is Jonah. I'm the real estate investor who is supposed to call around now. How are you doing today?
You know, I got no power. I'm trying to get batteries hooked up, and I don't have time to talk today. I've got a couple other appointments too.
No worries.
I
When
haven't even been able to shower today, so it's not a
gotcha,
good
I'm
day.
sorry. I get
Try
it.
me again, you know,
But it-
well, afternoon if you want.
Yeah, would this
After
time
2.
like around
No, 2 o'clock after 2.
after 2? So how about at 2? Would that work?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
we'll do
not
that.
right at 2. Won't work.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
it'll have
so-
to be later. Okay, thanks.
okay, bye.
Bye.
It's a little annoying, but we'll just make it. I mean, I don't know how much later. She didn't really say how much later, so we're gonna go like 2:05. Okay, move that along. So you saw how I rescheduled that. That's what you do if they're like can't talk at that moment, but you actually got a hold of them. I would also put that as an intro call. This is my KPI sheet. You'll have your own KPI sheet. You got to be able to do that. And then we move on, right? When is she supposed to be called? 1:25. We have like 10 minutes. There's a lot of like random spaces today. I'm gonna call her anyways. I know it's 10 minutes early, but let's just see, just in case. Hello?
Hi, how can I help you?
Hey, this is Jonah. I'm calling a little bit early right now, but I'm the real estate investor who was supposed to give you a call. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Jonah. How's it
Awesome.
going with you?
It's going great. So I'm a real estate investor. I'm all over the San Francisco Bay Area, all over the greater Sacramento region. You're a realtor in one of those areas, no?
Yes, I am. So you are a realtor.
No. Sorry if I misspoke. I was asking if you're a realtor in one of those areas. I'm a real estate investor.
Yes, I am. And what are you looking for, Jonah?
Yeah, so I do everything. I do buy and holds, fix and flips, wholesaling. I've done an Airbnb before. But what I'm really looking for, what I really specialize in, is solving sellers' problems. So if you ever come across one where it's about to be foreclosed on, as it's a probate, inherited, maybe it's a divorce, no equity, maybe it just needs a ton of work, whatever it might be, my goal is to be the tool in your tool belt that you use to solve that problem and get you your commission. Yeah, and I was curious if you knew of any like that right now.
Right now, no. So do you come in and rehab the property and then the seller sells and pays you back? How is it that you operate?
So depending on the situation, right? If it makes the most sense for a fix and flip, right? Then I would do the rehab and resell it. That was your question, right? Like what happens if there's a ton of rehab?
Yeah. So do you typically then, are you just buying it off the seller and then you're doing the fix and flip, or at least you're essentially taking ownership of the property, correct? Before you invest
Yes.
your time and money. Got it.
Almost always. I one time JV'd with a seller. It really depends on the seller. 9 times, I'd say like 9.8 times out of 10, yeah, I would be buying it first.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to send you my full name, my email, my website, save my phone number so we can keep connecting. And yeah, and I'm insanely excited to do a deal with you, Carlita.
And so how would you work on the commission side? Are you paying the commission or you're
So
expecting
if
the
there's
seller paying the commission?
It honestly depends. So if there's already a listing agreement, I mean they already kind of agreed to it, so might as well just keep it there. If there's no listing agreement, then typically I like just being like, hey, I'll pay all commissions as well, and then I just reduce my offer price, right? I mean, that's just what it would be in the end. So yeah.
Sounds good, Jonah. I look forward to getting your contact and perhaps working with you in the future.
Let's do it. I'm excited to make it happen. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, that was 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Guys, if they don't have a property, our goal is less than 5 minutes. Just get it done, get through it, answer a few questions maybe, but really try to get those 5 minutes or below unless they have a property, right? Fuck. Did I put it in here? I'm sometimes bad at this, sorry. I forgot whether I already put it in there. No, I think I already did put it in there. I'm like 95% sure I did. All right, let's end it with this one. Let's end it with this shebang, all right? I hope it's not echoing this time around. Hello?
Hello.
This is Jonah. I'm the real estate investor who was supposed to be calling you. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm okay. If I cut you short, I'm waiting for a doctor to call, and I have to get that call.
Understood. I'll be insanely quick then. So if you have to leave, I totally get it. So I'm a real estate investor in the SFA area in Sacramento. You're a realtor in one of those areas, right?
Tracy, Ripon, Stanislaus, San Joaquin County.
Okay, we do Stockton too, so like that area works, right? So yeah, so I do everything. I do buy and hold, fix and flip, wholesaling. I've done an Airbnb before. But what I do better than anybody else is I solve sellers' problems. So if you ever come across one where it's like pre-foreclosure, maybe it's tax lien, squatters, whatever it might be, my goal is to be the tool in your tool belt that you use to solve that problem and get you your commission. And yeah, and I was calling to see if you knew of any like that right now.
Yeah, well, I've had in the past. And that's what I did. I found an investor that bought it.
Awesome.
And then I got to list it. I was able to list it too. So that
Perfect.
was a deal because it was such a good deal. I have one coming up, but it's not going to take 100,000 left, So
what's the reason he's selling or they're selling?
You find a new house in Idaho. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to put, change your countertops. It's old tile and carpet. She just had the outside painted, but it needs some sprucing.
But it's financeable.
Yeah, and it has a pool.
Awesome. So yeah, like that
But-
one
so-
for me would be like too nice almost. Like either they need some, like just moving isn't really having that much of a problem that would be needing to be solved. And then if it's financeable, then I'm competing against end buyers in the end, and I'm never going to be an end buyer because I'm an investor, right? So that one probably isn't right for me.
I just had one, but I sold to my daughter's investor, and
Okay.
that one did not want to do any updates, and they could have got way over 100,000 more if they would have, but they didn't. So anyway, he came in, redid it, and he made a good profit on that one, So sometimes I do get them, but like one I had, unbelievable. The mother-daughter, they thought they could just remodel their kitchen. They tore that thing apart and then didn't have the money to repair it. And it wouldn't go FHA, wouldn't go that. So I had no choice but to find an investor.
Right. Makes sense. So what I'll do for now, because it sounds like you don't have anything really that other than that one we just talked about, right at the moment.
But again, sometimes I do get them. Like I had
Of course.
a probate, and it was a brother that lived in Virginia, and he sold it cheap, really cheap.
Yeah. 100%.
It's working. So that would have been a good. Sometimes I do get them. So just shoot me over like your card or whatever.
Yep. I'm going to send over my full name, my email, my website, and then save my phone number. Let's keep connecting, and I'm excited to get a deal with you, and let's make it happen.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. All right, Claudette.
Thank
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Under 5 minutes. Always keep them under 5 minutes if they don't got a deal, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I put it in there for sure. All right, cool. And that's the end of it. And that's just how you do. That's my intro call process where you're doing it really quickly. Real quick, I'll show you guys too. You guys should do this. Do this right now. If you're in the training and you haven't done this, do this at this moment. Create a template exactly like this with your full name, your Acetla email, the website. Say save my phone number. Go to conversations, templates, right here. So conversations templates, add a template, and make this to your name and your email, and then put intro and then whatever your name is. Do that right now. That just is so key, so you can just send that for those intro calls, right? And yeah, like I said, it's calendars, appointments, and you just go down the line. I explained it in the first video. And yeah, and this is how you get through intro calls like a beast. Really quick, really easy, get all the leads, and you're just absolutely killing it, right? So yeah, and that's it for me today. I'll see y'all in the next one. A reminder, you're planting seeds and the follow-up is where the harvest comes. Bonus, what if they don't answer? Don't let the deal die. Here's my go-to text follow-up that I sent after I cold call them. Text 1. Hey, first name, this is Jonah. I saw you're a real estate agent in Denver. Can you help me make a purchase? Text number 2. Hey, Mr. Agent, did you see the text I sent yesterday? Not sure if it went through. Text 3. Hey, totally fine if you don't want to work with me. I just love to know so I don't keep bugging you. This sequence is casual, a little playful, and super effective. You can do this manually, or you can stick around till the end where I show you exactly how to automate all of this inside of your business. The second method, text first, call later. Texting works, and sometimes it works better. Here's the move. Take that agent list from step 1 and send those same people the 3 follow-up texts I just went over first. If you're doing this by hand, aim for 150 texts per day. Once someone replies, boom, you call them right away and then use the same cold calling script you just learned. Why I love it doing this way is because text filters out time wasters. You're only spending time calling people who are actually interested, and you get an insane amount of volume, even if you get a lower response rate than cold calling. Which method you use, it just depends. I like just starting with texting because I can hit more people, but you can start with cold calling if you've got not as much money, right? If you want the best system though, that automates all of this so you don't have to build it out at all, is my CRM called SimpleSend. It can text thousands of agents every day, tracks replies and engagement, automates follow-up, and it brings me personally 50 to 100 new leads a day. This system has generated over $3 million in revenue over my career in real estate, and it keeps working while I see. If you want access to it without building it yourself, the link's in the description. All right, guys, the next video is going to be insane. It's going to get really powerful. I'm going to be talking about how to actually create or use a CRM that will do all of this automatically. I tease SimpleSend, but next week, we're gonna be going over exactly how to use and create a CRM on your own. So don't miss it. I'll see y'all next time.